battery, your display, your sound, your storage. And it should all be under the settings icon. It looks like a wheel, like
A cog.
yeah, a cog. That's the word I was searching for. Okay, it looks like a cog. So you bring that down on an Android device, and you'll hit network and internet, and then it'll say, well, do you want the Wi-Fi setting? Do you want set up a mobile network? Hotspot and tethering? Do you want to look at a VPN? Usually you just make sure your Wi-Fi is on, and then you'll go there and it'll go add network. It'll bring up a list of networks. And you should know from the front of your modem, it'll give you what your network is. And it'll give you your security key as well. So you look at your modem, you note those numbers down, and you can do the next step, which is connecting to your Wi-Fi system on your Android or Android tablet device. Well, okay, so to review, you turn on and connect, you open the device's settings app, you tap the network and then the internet, and you look at the listed networks and pick the one that you have access to. It'll be on your modem at home. If you're here, or if you may see open networks. If you're traveling and you want to connect somewhere else and you don't want to use cellular data, like if you're in a hospital or something, you can connect to their open Wi-Fi as well. Word of caution there, you should probably have a VPN or something on your device so that you don't broadcast to everybody what you're looking at. Okay. So you can do that. You can look for, like a hospital will have their open network. It won't have a lock or anything on it. There usually won't be a password associated with it. It'll just come up and say, you know, you're now connected to such and such a network. Welcome, blah, blah, blah. I think libraries have it, it's provided in a lot of places now, hotels, every place, usually where there's public gatherings will have some sort of Wi-Fi open network.
Well, our own Shaw Open right here.
Right here.
Almost.
Yeah. So it'll usually save your network, it'll usually save the password and stuff so you don't have to do that a number of times. Connecting an iOS device. Now, usually the step is kind of the same whether you use an iPhone, tablet, an iPad, and even your Mac is a little similar. So you'll see the Wi-Fi network there. It shows mine connected there. And if you go, when you go to connect to that network, it'll ask you for a password. You get the password from the modem, put it in, and bang, you're in. Now, if you're connecting a computer or a notebook, you look at that symbol up there, this one right here, it'll be grayed out. You'll click on it, and it'll bring up again the networks available. You put in your password. And if I hit the right one, you put in your password, hit join, and it should come up as being connected right there. See, it won't be grayed out anymore. It'll be a solid black color. Connecting a laptop or a personal computer isn't any different, really. You see this little, on Windows 11, you'll have a little square down here. You click on that window, it'll bring up your settings, your file explorer, your number of shortcuts on here. You go to your settings, it'll bring this up. So you go to your network and internet settings on your left-hand side. Make sure your Wi-Fi is on if you're connecting via Wi-Fi.
Well, that's session one. We're on that session.
Use that left mouse button,
Do it just from the drop down. Session four.
enter your
Refresh that.
enter your key again that you got off your modem, your password. They're gonna say network key. It's always a password. And it's always on your modem. You'll then be connected. It's that simple. It's not really difficult. Now, there are hundreds of things that you can connect to your home network. Cameras, televisions, printers, all sorts of things. If you just click on this little, let's go back. Why did that go back? This is just an advert for a home surveillance system. You can get 1 billion of them. There are a whole bunch of different types. It'll show you how to connect. You can usually order these things from, there's a number of different security companies if you want to do that, you know. It's, they usually charge you a monthly fee. Or you can buy the system and just have it set up to play on your own computer at home.
From Amazon.
Yeah. And they're actually quite inexpensive.
I see what Amazon's like.
So a lot of people I see in the village have them set up to run on their own computers. They have them set outside the door. You can get Ring doorbells now that connect to your
You can see every bird who comes in.
Right.
It's on top of the Ring camera. Every bird.
Not only every bird, everybody that walks by
Everybody
too
that walks
close.
by.
Anybody
But the
that
birds
drives
are so
by.
good. They come and they sit on the top of the camera and they look down at it.
Yeah, actually,
So give you some idea. I know the Shaw doesn't do this, but
if I signed in, I can go back for 6 months.
TELUS is in this business now. So they'll wire your home for cameras and doorbells and
I'm falling down and can't get up.
whatever else, exactly.
Yeah.
They'll come in and provide all sorts of stuff you don't need.
Yeah, they'll even put a light on your front, a beacon, like they do on an ambulance.
Oh, really?
So when you hit your eye falling down and can't get up, it lights that up.
So, but you have to have the one in place.
You don't need.
Yeah, Mom had the
Or a
one.
watch. You
Mom
connect
had the
your
one
watch.
that she moved, but she rolled over in bed, it would set off the alarm, and they would call her at like 3 AM, she'd be sleeping and,
Yeah.
are you all right?
No,
If you got a
I'm
smartwatch,
fine, I was asleep, I just rolled over.
if you got an Apple Watch, you can connect it too, so you doesn't fall down.
Yeah.
oops. What do we do here?
Well, that's your PowerPoint right there.
I know. Ah,
There'll be another window up top.
yeah. That's not where I want it, it should be this one. Ah, there we go. Let's go back to TELUS here. Come on, scroll down. There we go. So, see outdoor camera 0, video and control 0, panel, starter kit, additional devices you can add. You can monitor your own home appliances, you can monitor you can turn on and off your lights, you can open your door remotely. You can do all sorts of things. You can even start your car now with
You
your,
buy a camera for.
With your phone?
With your
Really?
phone.
Oh, wow, that'd be cool.
so, there are a million of things that you can do now that you couldn't do before.
Well, your Nest thermostat, you know,
Yeah.
you go away for holidays, you put it on eco, so it keeps your house at 13 degrees.
Right, right, I
Or
know,
you land-
I have a Nest thermostat at home, and we set ours, for, especially in the winter time, to cool off at night we have it down at 14 degrees at night. And then at 5:30, it'll come on and bring it up to 20 degrees, and away you go, and it'll keep that, and then it'll say, okay, you want it to shut down again and keep cool for 4 or 5 hours, come on again when the guys are coming home for supper.
Or when you leave the house,
When you
automatically,
leave the house. Yep,
well, we use it for holidays. We land at the airport and,
Turn on.
turn on the furnace.
Yep.
Okay, it'll be warm when we get home.
or when you're away, your lights will turn on and off, so that,
Oh, that'd be cool.
People-
That'd be good for that.
Yep.
and that's,
That's with the TELUS system?
Like any
no,
system.
any system,
I do.
actually,
Amazon, you can, for
if
50 bucks, you can buy 6 plugs.
right,
You plug a lamp into it, control it from your phone.
right. So if there's, well, Google will do the same thing,
They gave them to us.
Google, Amazon, so Google has, their own system, Amazon has Alexa, and it's that silly thing that you're walking around the house and you say something, one word, and
Yeah,
then
yeah,
Alexa will
it
come.
talks to you.
And it listens all the time,
Yeah.
by the way. So, and if you have a smartwatch, you can connect a lot of that stuff to your watch as well. My phone's connected to my watch and a bunch of other things, the thermostat as well, actually. So.
Well, the lights do work in the phone.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
So, managing your Wi-Fi or connecting to a Wi-Fi or to a modem now is really simple. It's not hard. And connecting devices, they've made it as simple as they can to add devices to your network. Most times, you used to have these long string of instructions that you have to push this button and push that button at the same time to make them sync and talk to each other. Now it's usually just through whatever software. It'll find whatever devices you have out there, and it'll add them to your network.
Or you just configure it for your Wi-Fi network.
Right.
So-
It'll just configure for your Wi-Fi network and just go.
I even discovered my granddaughter and I, we were walking past a refrigerator in Trail Lines and something.
Yeah, I can talk to you.
And it suddenly said hello.
Oh, he's got geofencing turned on.
Scary. Okay,
So
then we
they-
started to play with it. You can actually have this refrigerator set so that it assesses what's in your fridge and
Right.
what's missing.
You scan items.
Orders the items that are missing and texts you to tell you your groceries are ready to be picked up at such and such. That's pretty scary. That's maybe a little bit too intrusive, like
There's smart toilets too.
smart toilets?
Mhm.
What?
Yep.
The ones when you enter the bathroom, the lid opens up
Yeah.
and, they have like built-in bidets and like buttons on the side.
What?
Little seat warmers and.
So you can-
And your favorite,
Oh my goodness.
music.
Holy
Basically.
hell. That's crazy.
Well, it's.
That's a Japanese started that whole thing.
Yeah.
I know, if you got a house where the sounds transmit easily, you want one of those because it plays some music so nobody can hear you.
So the other things that, are coming, there's going to be, probably grocery stores, you'll walk by things and it'll say, okay, this is on sale.
Really?
Well, it does that now.
Well,
Google will do that now. The geofence,
Right.
for, if you're anywhere within the Wi-Fi range of that store,
Yeah.
it'll start giving you ideas. And to the point with 3 meters from a display.
Yeah,
Wow.
Yeah,
Huh.
it's incredible, it's scary. It really is.
So that they know exactly where you're at.
Well.
well, they know where you're at now anyway.
Yes.
If you have a phone, They know where
You
you've
see
been.
all the stuff it captures. It knows where you've been every moment of the day.
So I mean, you can disable it,
Yeah.
but they still know where you are, and what you buy, and where you shop.
Or Apple has Find My Friends, you know, if you turn it on your phone,
Okay,
right?
yeah.
So my son's in Tasmania, and Diane and I were wondering, well, she's not answering their home phone. Wonder where they are. I went on to Find My Friends. Turns out he was walking down the street in Sydney, and so
You can,
ding, he picks up his phone, turns on his camera, and oh yeah, you want to see this? I said, no, I can see that on Streetscape.
So connecting, to get back to connecting to the internet is pretty simple. It's easy and basic, and there's a lot of things that it can be as complicated or as simple as you want it to be.
And you don't have to be afraid of it. I
Yeah,
mean,
exactly.
You know,
If you try and it doesn't work, well, somebody can help you.
or if you don't want people knowing that much about you, you can turn off all those things.
You're right.
Yeah.
Right. So that's about all I have to say on connecting. I don't know if anybody's got anything else to add or if they've got any questions. So the modems themselves are usually secure. There's usually a secure connection.
Unless
Unless.
if you don't set your Wi-Fi password properly, like it comes pre-programmed with the modem serial number as being your password.
Right,
But a lot of people say, that's so hard to remember.
I'll change it.
So they sign on to the modem, and you can do that with 10.0.1, and then you have an admin password that TELUS will give you, or Shaw will give you. Then you log into the modem. Now you can control the modem. So, yeah, I want my 5G password to be Joe and the 2.4G password to be Diane, because I don't want her messing with my high speed.
Or I want it to be 1, 2, 3, 4 and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Exactly.
I don't know how
Now, if
many
you do
people-
that, somebody can hack you, because they just keep trying passwords until they get into your.
Yeah.
Now, I could be sitting in my house and I can see all of the modems for.
A good ways from there.
About 300 meters away, right?
Yeah.
And like, John Lepsack, I was over there and I set up his modem for him and got all that going. And, so I get home and I can see his modem, that I can pick up his Wi-Fi if I wanted to hack it, since I know his password. So what that's leading to is instead of each of us paying $50 a month to have a modem and Wi-Fi in our homes, we're getting to the point now where the village could put in a transmitter at either end of the village and give us high-speed Wi-Fi, and everybody would share it. So you wouldn't, and so it'd be one charge to the village a
Yeah,
month,
that'd be good.
and one high-speed data line like this one, and we can all share. We can stream videos, we can do our Wi-Fi stuff, we can do all of that stuff, but and then each person logs into the Wi-Fi themselves.
As long as there's enough bandwidth to support that.
Yeah, it used to be, Wi-Fi was good for, what, 50 meters?
Yeah,
Uh,
if that, yeah.
Now the city's talking about putting Wi-Fi into Jubilee Park, so that anytime you're in Jubilee Park, anywhere in the park. you can
Wow.
have it.
That's a long way.
Yeah.
Because you used to have your laptop and if you walked out of the house,
You're
it's
disconnected.
done. It was disconnected.
Yeah, exactly.
Now you can sit on your deck and do whatever. You can, be on your Wi-Fi or your tablet.
Diane can on her 2.4 gig, I can on my 5.
We usually don't have any issues being connected. So that's basically all I had for connecting.
Did you wanna go?
Your hand up?
I was just thinking about talking about Irene's handout, but then she's here, so, do you wanna talk about your handout? I have extra copies, Irene.
Okay. Did, the handout go out already?
Yes,
Yeah,
everybody
okay.
has.
So anyway, I just created a list, basically of like if you were to move, change your phone number, change your email address. So basically just a little checklist of kind of things people you should probably notify, or things on the internet that you should look at to make sure that you've updated. So that's all I did, is I just created that, and other people might have more things, I don't know, or other things they can add to it, but at least it's a basic list to start. Okay?
Great
Yeah,
idea.
that's-
Because often, I don't know about you, but if I do that thing, I forget who I told and who I haven't told, and, and especially now that you've got your presence online, you need to kind of be aware that you're out there, even if you don't update it, it's still out there. Yeah. Any questions for that part?
I do. For Amazon, it says here you can get a bookmark or a book for passwords.
Right.
Is it safe?
They recommend actually that you, if you fill it out, that you keep it somewhere secure, like, people that I've
Oh,
talked
so
to.
it's just a book that you buy?
It's just a book.
Yeah, that you hand right
Okay.
in, but say for example, like, Terry and I were in an accident, like a car accident, we both passed away.
Yeah,
Our kids would not know how to get onto our electronic devices.
right.
So everything that we're on there is still available for someone else to use, really, essentially.
Yeah.
Or will stay in the cloud and forever.
Yeah.
So this is a way of kind of having it available in case something happens.
And they can just delete everything or use it and then have it.
Yeah. Yeah, so, I think it was, our daughter-in-law says when she fills it out, she's just gonna put it in their safe.
Yeah.
Right, just so that it's available. if
So
you need it.
really, for both Irene and I,
Yeah.
the only password they need is for our phone,
Pretty much.
you know, because everything else, once you get into the phone, there's a password list there for everything else.
Yeah, at least for us, but we
At
know
least for
some
us.
people in the village still use pen and paper.
Yep.
This is a way of consolidating it rather than having it on, all over the house.
Actually, Apple also has a service with your Apple ID.
Yeah,
You can nominate somebody to take over in the event of your death or incapacity. You put in their name, it sends them an email invite, right? And then they respond to that email invite, and then Apple registers.
That's on your phone?
It's on your phone or computer or
Or your
whatever.
iPad.
It's on your Apple ID.
That's a good idea, because I think Apple's pretty hard to get into otherwise, like even if you forgot your own password or whatever,
And here's the
it's
thing.
hard.
I've nominated Jeff to do mine, right? If something happens to me, Jeff uses his access to my Apple account,
Yeah.
which I've given him.
Right.
Then he has access to my entire keychain. And Apple, anytime you use a username password combination anywhere, it saves it in your personal keychain, which is on your device. It's on your phone or it's on your computer.
Do you have to say save?
Nope, well,
It
it
just
offers you the
automatically
option
does?
not to save it,
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
But in my case, yeah, save the damn thing, I don't wanna know about it.
Yeah.
And I don't know how many times I lost my password, and I just go to my Apple keychain and pull it up,
Oh,
right?
interesting.
And it's there, it's very
I wouldn't
secure.
remember that.
I have to look at that.
Yeah.
it's all there.
So where's the keychain in your?
It's built into your operating system.
It's under, actually, if you go to,
You're talking